Well, my YouTubian friends, today I bring you a product review that has been in the process of coming together since about the 1st of June. I believe I put up when I bought my first side can opener, or safety can opener, whichever way you want to call them. I now own 2 of them. Bought this one. This is the $9.99 version from Walmart. I don't know what brand name it has, if it even has a brand on it. Don't recall. This is the one I bought back in June sometime, I believe it was. By the end of July, after I cut the can, I have to resort to using pliers to pull it apart to be able to get the contents out. June and part of July, and it's a piece of junk. So the 1st of August, I resorted to, September, 1st of September, I went and bought a Farberware safety can opener. 2 of these, 1 of these today. This is the results that I got. August and September, and we're a couple weeks into October. So because I bought the name brand, I got a month and a half extra out of it. Both bought at Walmart. Now, if you had different results with any given brand of side cutter, please leave comments in the bottom. Which brand, where you bought it. A can opener should last more than a month and a half or 2.5 months. One of these should last for years at the price we're paying for them. I've got a can opener that belonged to my grandmother when she was a young woman, and it still works. So to Farberware and to whatever company makes the $9.99 version for Walmart, shame on you for using such crap materials. And I mean that. Shame on you. At the price I paid for these, $9.99 and 14 bucks, something like that, 12 to 14 bucks, they should have lasted more than a month or 2. They should have at least lasted 2 or 3 years. So like I say, if you've had better luck with other brand from other store, please leave me a comment so I'm not wasting what little money I've got. I'd like to know where I can get a good can opener, side cutter. Because I can't afford to keep spending $10 to $15 every other month for a can opener. That's ridiculous. I'll go back to my P38 first. P38 that I've had personally in my own possession for over 40 years and still works. As opposed to this, that's junk. Now let me make it clear. I hate doing this kind of a review. I would far rather bring you a review of something that works and works well for a long time. In case you haven't noticed, the reviews I have done, the majority of them, have been reviews on items that I've had for 10, 20, 30 years or more. Come on, let's get real, people. Unless we, the public, demand better from the manufacturers, we're going to keep being served junk at exorbitant prices. It's just that simple. Probably both of those made in the same factory in China somewhere. I haven't used this can opener in years. This was my grandmother's can opener when she was a young woman. It still works. Granted, the bracket where it was meant to hang on the wall is missing, It was left behind in a house that burned to the ground when I was just a child. I mean, a little person. I was probably 4 at the time. Grandma grabbed this part off the wall. She didn't have time to take the bracket and bolt off the wall. I keep swearing to myself one of these days I'm going to make me a thing. It's called a swing away can opener. And I never planned on using it. This was my grandmother's. I've kept it as a memento of her. I may just decide to take it apart, wire wheel it, scrub it, whatever, put it back into service. I may even go and build myself a swing away bracket and put it on the tree here so I can use it. My grandmother had this as a wedding gift when she was married. And that was back around the turn of the century. I mean the 18th to the 19th, or 19th to the 20th. Around 1900. Sometime shortly thereafter. I'm told it was a wedding gift to her. How old it is, I couldn't tell you. I'm just telling you, I was told it was a wedding gift for her. And I have it now. So if it was a wedding gift, and I know she was married sometime shortly after 1900, I'm not going to go into details, it doesn't matter. That means it's somewhere in the neighborhood of 120 years old. And still works. But those two that I just bought are trash. Less than 2 months old. Like I said, unless we, John Q. Public, demand better, we aren't going to get better. We're not going to get tools that last a century and can be handed down to your children. So like I said, if you have bought a side can opener, side cutter somewhere that has lasted you 6 months to a year or more, please tell me in the comments. I would dearly love to have a good one that actually holds up. And no, they haven't been left out in the weather. They've either been on the dash of my truck or under the cover where my stove is, and you've seen that. I've showed it to you. So, there we have it. There's the product review from Camp Smithy. 2 side cutters that are absolute trash. Don't waste your money. Peace out.
By the way, don't forget to